Hello, hello, hello. Excited to be able to come to you tonight and talk to you about this amazing opportunity, Freedom Life. My name is Chet Seeley, president of the company, and my pleasure to be able to spend some time with you talking to you about what I think is the best financial opportunity in the United States. So, we're going to talk to you a little bit first about Freedom Path, the company, and then talk to you a little bit more about Freedom Life, a brand new product that we rolled out not too long ago. So, you get all the details on the company and what it means to become a financial services broker, leading you to the opportunity to, of course, sell as an insurance agent here at Freedom Path and Freedom Life. I'll jump on in here and kind of make sure we're all understanding the world we live in. I don't think we need a lot of extra explanation. Who feels a little tired right now, stressed right now, a little financially pressed up against the fence? I think a lot of Americans are in that situation. 48% of Americans feel like they don't even have enough life insurance to cover major emergencies. And that goes on top of credit card debt and financial concerns about home ownership, just feeling like your credit's maybe not right side up. So all those other things are also things that we kind of face as Americans, I think leads to that feeling of stress. But focusing a little bit more on life insurance, why that's so important, because number one, it allows us to protect our loved ones. And some of you may be on the webinar, maybe heard other people tell you, well, that's not my problem. It's someone else's problem once I'm gone. Well, no, not really. I mean, we want to set up the next generation for success. It's a legacy of love that we're able to leave them if we have this, I guess a nest egg, if you want to think of that. If don't even think of it as a nest egg, think of it as just a safe landing spot for your kids or your nieces or nephews. Secondly, you don't want to leave certainly any family members with any debt, right? How many of you have seen the GoFundMe type events? I know that happens sometimes. I know that can't be avoided in all cases, but making sure that we've at least kind of covered that final expense, I think that's important. Third, legacy and wealth transfer, just being able to leave that legacy. You know, what did you come here? What did you do? What are you leaving the next generation with? And what's the legacy you'll pass on? And then last, for many of you on the call tonight, I know you have personal businesses that you want to make sure that you have a succession plan for. You want to protect that business. And that's another role that life insurance can play for you. I think there's a lot of reasons, though, people don't end up getting life insurance, right? I told you all the benefits on the previous slide. Believe me, I understand each and every one of these. I grew up in a blue collar family here in Philadelphia. Actually, it wasn't blue collar; it was poor. Let's just be honest. And so I know when it comes down to setting aside funds each month for a life insurance payment, that can be difficult. So the perceived cost of life insurance can be a challenge. Number two, lack of knowledge. Like, well, really, is it going to pay out? Is it going to pay out? Under what circumstances? People just get worried that it's not actually going to do what it's supposed to. Of course, you're with a great company, that's going to happen, but that lack of knowledge stops some individuals and families from taking a step forward. Third, boy, I understood this when I was in my 20s. Just feeling like, that's a problem I'll deal with tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't have to worry about that today. So procrastination is an issue, right? Number four, health concerns. Maybe I have some concerns that I know about, and I know they're there, but what if I don't get actually accepted, and then you feel even feel worse than if you didn't apply at the very beginning. So that fear of denial, and then believing, hey, this is only for dead people and I'm alive, right? That's I think another common misconception about what life insurance is all about. Of course, if you've ever dealt with a life insurance agent, you know that life insurance can provide you with so much more. Freedom Life, we offer affordable coverage, flexible options for any customer that needs a policy, fast approvals. Most of the approvals don't require a medical examination, more than most of the policies rather. So make sure you check into that. It isn't just a policy, it's a way for you to secure a day and then, of course, empower your tomorrow, empower your future, empower your kids, empower that generational wealth, and really leave that legacy. So this company was founded by the two founders of the company and myself, and we're on a mission to absolutely revolutionize the insurance industry, absolutely change it from top to bottom. How do we do that? Well, from fintech all the way to life insurance, we have a group of products and services, and we'll go over those briefly, that really can help each and every American family. I don't care what your financial situation is. I don't care who you talk to tomorrow or next day or next week or next year. We have something for everyone on this platform when it comes to the products and services. So we're into helping a million families get those benefits one way or the other. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about kind of what some of those products and services are. First of all, going a little deeper into the insurance offering, we have 4 different carriers. Underneath each carrier, there's different products and services, right? Different term life insurance or whole life insurance, IUL, so different kinds of policies, final expense, etc., under these four carriers: North American Mutual of Omaha, F&G, and then LSW. You probably don't know them as LSW. You might have an insurance policy though from National Life Group. So the old name I think was LSW. I think nowadays they go by National Life Group, but some very well-known brands. Can you agree? Everybody has heard of one or more of these companies. Most of you have heard from several of these companies. Many of you have a policy from one or more of these companies. So these are not, companies you've never heard of or something that's second tier or anything like that. It's absolutely protection that you can feel confident in representing and that you can help people benefit from as life insurance recipients. So what do we offer? Different policy types, of course. I mentioned universal whole life, term life, final expense, and even children's whole life. I didn't know too much about children's whole life until recently, but I found out that you can write those quite young when they're quite inexpensive for your kids. Of course, you're still paying for it their whole life, but at an early age, those are quite inexpensive. So it was interesting for me to learn a little bit about that. So that's a little bit about the products and services. We're not going to go into too much more about that. Why? Because there's experts on the platform that are going to spend a lot more time going into that with you. Particularly if you're a client wanting insurance coverage, we'll go through that with you. Or if you're a brand new agent or broker on the platform and you're wondering, hey, I'd like to know a little bit more about that. Hey, we're going to go through that in more detail. Tonight is not a training. Tonight is simply an opportunity for you, if you're a prospect, to look at what we offer in terms of the products and services. And tonight we've covered the life insurance side and the business opportunity that's associated with. In this case, we're talking about becoming a life insurance agent, right? So this is an opportunity to show you a high kind of overview of those products and services, and now go into the income side, the opportunity to earn as a life insurance agent. The only objective tonight is to help you figure out whether you want to say yes or no. And I just got to be honest with you, nobody has said no since we've rolled out this platform. It's just an unbelievable platform. So we're focused tonight on helping you figure out what way you want to say yes to this platform. There's a few different ways to do that. So let me go into that as we go through these different career opportunities. Now, this isn't something where you're going to get rich quick. If you've ever been a life insurance agent, you know that doesn't work that way. You do have to, kind of put in some work. What does that work look like? It looks like helping other people. If you've ever sat down with an insurance agent, they know how to help you think about your future. They know how to share stories about others who have benefited from life insurance. They know how to kind of pay it forward and paint a picture of what you need to be able to be financially secure, right? That's really what this looks like. You got to go out and put in that work to help other people. It's more like servant leadership than it is work, but the leadership is leading yourself to go out and become that servant to many people. And so if that sounds like something you could do, then I'd have you pay close attention to this next part of the presentation, because we are first and foremost a fintech. What does that mean? That means I don't know if you've ever been to a bank recently. I've done a lot of transactions with banks recently. I can't remember the last time I was in a bank. It's all on my phone. Most of you have 2 or 3 apps on your phone that you use to go to banks. Sometimes you're on your computer if you've got something a little bit more complex. But that's a great example of a fintech, right? It's financial technology at your fingertips in your phone in this case. That's a fintech. And so fintech, just like insurance, are 2 very huge industries, and they're coming together on one platform here with Freedom Life and Freedom Path. And that's where we're so excited about sharing with you this evening. So why is insurance kind of an exciting industry to participate? Why is it a great career choice? Well, number one, if you're like me, I don't even remember how many insurance policies I have, to be honest with you. I'd have to check on that, but I've got them all documented, and I know they come out of the bank account every single month, and they've been coming out of the bank account. One policy I think I got when I was 21. I'm no longer 21, by the way. A couple others I think I got in my late 20s. More recently, I think I got one in my early 40s, and I think there's a few others scattered in there. So think about all of that time I've been paying on those life insurance policies. What do you think that's done for that life insurance agent for all those years? Yeah, he has had a recession proof career just servicing our family. And that's really the power of being an insurance agent. Good times, bad times, I still pay that bill. And most people do. Even if they have to cut back on one of them, there's still a few that they're going to keep. And so you know that if you participate in this industry, you can do something in many cases just one time. You write the policy once, right? You got to follow up. You got to be good with customer service, connect with your clients. But if you do, you're going to have the opportunity to have a recession resistant career. Number two, massive market demand. Look, I don't want any baby boomers to fall off and fall away, but there's a lot of them that are getting a lot older. And as if you're like, a few younger kids out here, millennial and Gen Z, then you're starting to help baby boomers and maybe Gen X. I'm a younger Gen X myself. And so as you look at Gen X, you look at baby boomers, there's just a lot of opportunity to write policies for a lot of people. And that's why it's such a big economic opportunity. $1.4 trillion. It's hard to even put my arms around a number that big. The advantage that we have as a company has to do with those four amazing carriers that you just saw, and there's more coming soon. But we have enough product services for everybody right now. In addition to those products and services, a few things that I'm going to guess you didn't know. Number one, most insurance companies allow you to earn bonuses. Not all of them, but most of them allow you to earn bonuses. But not one that I'm aware of allows you to earn bonuses, in this case, significant bonuses from day one. That's a big difference. Number two, for you to earn your team overrides here, imagine yourself you're an insurance agent. Let's say that you kind of were functioning like an insurance broker in that you had a team. Well, if you have a team, there's usually production minimums that you have to achieve in order to earn an override on the team. Nothing like that exists here. You have overrides on your team from day one, as long as you're an active life insurance agent. Third, and this is a big deal, it's almost impossible to earn life insurance income across all 50 states. You have to be, of course, licensed in your own state. You have to have some other kind of we'll get into the technical details, but let's just call them out-of-state licenses. They have a different word, but just think of it that way. You'd have to be set up in all 50 states to earn in all 50 states, not in this platform. And we'll talk to you a little bit more about why that's the case. I know this next one's a big one. You don't need to telemarket here. There's no territories that you pick up the phone, dialing into your territory. Day one, you own the book here. That means you're not captive. I believe we have some insurance agents on here tonight. It's one of the questions I always get, are you captive? No, day one, you own your book here. So that's a big deal, something for you to take advantage of. There's no waiting on the bonuses. Those are paid out immediately. And then you have the opportunity for, of course, annualization and the renewal process, which allows you to earn again and again and again. That's that recession resistant income that we were just talking about a minute ago. I mentioned a couple times that Freedom Life is one of several products that we offer. ID Club is, as you can see, coming soon. It's right around the corner. Rent Report, same thing, coming soon. Bolt Payments says coming soon, but it's really coming soon. That product will be launched actually this Saturday. Freedom Trust is already out there. Bolt Funding is already out there. Freedom BCA is already out there. Freedom Wealth, which is our flagship product, is already out there. And you can see each one of these products and services have points on them. You generate income in part based on your points. I'm going to go into how that works now as I go into 5 ways to get paid on your fintech or insurance business here, Freedom Life and Freedom Path. Number one, you earn a direct commission on this platform. Number two, you earn residual income. We've kind of already talked a little bit about how that works with insurance. Number three, there's something called a customer activation bonus. As your customers come onto the platform and as they engage and use the products and services, you earned this bonus. Number four, there's leadership match bonus. So anybody that you've personally enrolled, anybody in your team, actually, you have the opportunity to earn a percent of what they earn. So let's say that you enrolled me and I went out and I worked with you in the life insurance offering. I'm of course going to get paid, right? Because I'm out there doing work. But guess what? You actually get a percent of my check. It's because you're leading me, and that's how that leadership match bonus works. It matches, in this case, my income, and you earn it. How great is that? And then last, definitely the biggest of all the income streams is the Infinity Growth Bonus. So we're going to go a little bit more into each one of these things just so you understand what they are and the way they work. First of all, I talked about the direct commission just a minute ago. That's 40% on all of your brand new enrollees. Anybody that you sign up on the platform that sign up for product or services, you earn 40% on their initial purchase, and then up to 30% on all their subsequent purchases. So what does that mean? Well, if you're purchasing a life insurance product, for example, there's going to be the initial purchase, and then you're going to have a month over month over month repurchase, right? So you're always going to get paid a percent of that recurring purchase, whether it's on Freedom Life or whether it's Freedom Wealth or any of the other products you saw on the other screen. And that's how the direct commission works that we're reviewing just a second ago. Also, just a minute ago, related to life insurance, at least, I was talking about kind of the residual recurring opportunity that you have. You have an opportunity based on production tiers to have commissionable revenue in this platform of 25 to 65% of the total premium paid. So what determines whether you're in 25 or 65? Well, it's based on kind of what you're doing in your own personal production and working with your team. So I'd encourage you to check in exactly on how you can earn more, because why would you want to earn less when you can always earn more? And then on the annualizations, you can get paid up to 95% on the annualizations as well. Again, there's some rules around that, so make sure you check into that. But that's a very big part of our income earning opportunity. That same kind of scenario, that residual income scenario, exists for all of our other products, not just life insurance. So I just told you about one way you can earn residual, but you can do that many, many ways. You can also earn customer acquisition bonuses on all the products and services that we offer, life insurance being one of them. So when you sell a life insurance policy, as I mentioned earlier, each new policy that you write is worth a certain number of points. It could be 4, it could be 6. There's really only a couple different levels that you can earn. But let's say that I wrote 4 term life insurance policies this month, okay? That's worth 4 points if I'm paid advanced as a life insurance agent. Each one of those is worth 4 points. So 4 times 4 is 24 points. So scan down there, if I wrote 4 term policies, I earned $2,500 bonus. So let's say I like that, and I said, wow, 4, and I earned $2,500 one time. That's amazing. What if I do 8 over the course of an entire month, right? This has to happen in a month, and you can do this month over month over month. So you can have new people signing policies. But let's say that I did 8 in one month, combination. Maybe some were whole, maybe some were IUL, some were term, but let's stick for the simple math. Term is worth 4 points just to make things simple. Well, if I did 8 times 4 policies is now, as you can see, we're well above the mark where we need to be making significant income. So if you were to write, again, 6 policies at 4 points, that's 24 points. 12 policies at 4 points is now up to 48 points. You're at over $5,000 in bonuses that you earn, one-time bonuses with the customer acquisition bonus all alone. So it's a huge bonus that you can layer onto your income. It's definitely worth your while to understand how that works. I mentioned the leadership match. I called it the check match, if you remember just a minute ago. You earn 20% on your team's commission as an override bonus. It's like being a broker where you're going to earn a commission on all the people in your brokerage. That's how this works. So you take the people in your team and you say, what's their commission that they earned in the month, and you earn up to 20% of that as a commission or check or income match, and that's paid each and every month. And you can see how you earn that down there. If you look at the green, the higher title you achieve in terms of sales leadership and sales performance on the platform, the higher you can earn, all the way down to 10 levels. So that's everybody in your brokerage, if you want to think of it that way, down 10 levels that you have the opportunity to earn on. And that's where your brokerage or your network, if you want to think of it that way, is really how it really truly is your net worth, if you think about this income matching model that we have. The last one that I'm going to talk about right now, for me at least, is the most exciting one, because number one, it's the biggest, and number two, once you lock this in, it's hard to lose it. As I mentioned just a minute ago with the examples I gave, if you were to purchase a certain life insurance policy worth 6 points, another different kind of life insurance policy is worth 4 points, right? Up to 4 points. Well, guess what? Those points are paid out or used to pay that customer acquisition bonus that we talked about, right? But that's not the only thing that they're used to do. They're also used to pay what we call the infinity growth bonus. And in this case, we don't take just the purchases of your personal new enrollees, right? The people who just purchased your life insurance policy or came aboard and purchased Freedom Wealth or whatever other product and service that we have. It's not just a one-time point. Why? Because if they purchased it 1 month and then they purchase it again with life insurance, most people do that, right? With many of our products and services, that's the way it works. They often use the products over and over again. Well, guess what? Those points come back every single month. And although you don't make the same in the customer acquisition bonus, you do get paid on those points over and over and over again in the infinity growth bonus. But guess what? Not just on your personal enrollees, it's on your entire team. So let's say again, the analogy we used just a minute ago is you enrolled me and I went out and I was working, I was signing up some new customers. I think we said I had signed up 6 life insurance customers and then another 6 life insurance customers. Well, guess what? Those life insurance customers are generating points every single month that you're now going to get paid on. Again, I think the numbers I used just a minute ago, if I had 6 people who purchased the 4 point policy, that was 24. And let's say the next month they all reordered. Well, then that's going to count 24 of your total 150 points that you need to lock in $1,000 on your bonus. So you won't just have one person on your team, me. You'll have 2 or 3 or 5 people that maybe wanted to join you in your business, and each of those 2 or 3 or 5 are going to have 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 or 20 or however many, as people get excited about what this offering is all about. As each one of those people in your team sign up new customers who repeat purchase, which again, the nature of our services, they almost always do, then those points are always going to roll up to you in this infinity growth bonus. So you can see how very rapidly you could earn 150 points recurring, 300, 1,200 recurring. Look at 1,200 bonus point just for a second. It's not even halfway up, but you've locked in an extra $8,000 a month at that point. That's almost an extra 100 grand a year, just for helping people onboard to your brokerage, if you want to think of it that way, and help them find customers. So as your business grows, so does your income. This is definitely one of the largest income opportunities that we have in the plan. So we want to invite you tonight to become an independent broker with our company, become an actual fintech broker on the platform. We have tools, training, you become certified as a broker, right? So there's an actual Broker U Academy that you're going to go through, and you're going to become certified as a fintech broker on the platform. At the same time you enroll to become broker, you also enroll to become a life insurance agent. Is it possible to do one without the other? No, it's the same platform. So when you say yes to the platform, you're saying yes to the brokerage and yes to the agent opportunity. Do you have to do both of those? No, you could always focus on one of the two, but the opportunity is there. And so you have the same opportunity to become a broker and a life insurance agent. And it's by just paying one simple fee. That's $289 to activate and $99 a month to use our base service, which is the Freedom Wealth service. And with that service, you get identity theft protection, you get dark web monitoring, you get assistance to help improve your credit if you need that, or if you want to learn how to help other people do that, this could also be a great way for you to learn that process. And there's a whole bunch of other products and services that are part of Freedom Wealth. So I want to encourage you to really find out about that as you sign up tonight as a broker on this platform. That also unlocks the opportunity to becoming a life insurance agent on this platform. It really locks you in for potentially a massive income on this platform. So I'm just going to scan real quick to see if there's any questions here. It doesn't like we had any questions come up in the chat. So I'm excited that you came on here this evening. It's been my pleasure to introduce a little bit more about this amazing company. You can see some of our top leaders all across the country. If you look really closely, you're going to see the center of the country has still got plenty of room. In fact, everywhere's got plenty of room to grow, but you can see we're just growing rapidly all over the country. So north, south, east, west, doesn't matter where you live or your background or what financial needs or concerns you have. We really have something for everybody and an opportunity to move yourself forward. It really is wide open, great time to be part of the movement. Just wrapping up here, well, we need to get the state license as life insurance. Yes, in order to become a life insurance agent, of course, you'll need to be licensed after you sign up for access to the platform. To become a financial service broker, you don't need to be licensed. Just need to participate in our certification course. So kind of the path to doing this, if you're new tonight, is join for the 289. Make sure you lock that in. Go in and learn a little bit more about the platform through Broker You and become a certified financial services broker. In the process of doing that, you're going to be able to also fill out the information to register to become a life insurance agent, and you're going to want to start practicing or getting ready to go take that test. But you can earn day one all of the bonuses and commissions that we talked about as you're going out, and it literally is paid training. You go out and participate in Freedom Wealth and the other products and services that we have, earn a great income in the process, get ready to go become a licensed life insurance agent, add that on to the other great things you're doing. And then you would be able to participate, of course, 50 state in life insurance. We're excited that you took some time out of your schedule. Look, I realize that none of this is true until it's true for you, and then nobody can tell you it isn't, right? Everything I've said tonight doesn't really matter until you go out and kick the tires yourself. So I'd encourage you to come on in, test this out. It is definitely a solid platform. I've built not one, not two, but three companies to over $1 billion in annual sales. So we've had a track record of success in doing this a few times, and we'd love to share that expertise and help you accomplish your financial goals and share that same opportunity with everyone that you know and love. It's my pleasure to be able to serve you on this platform, work alongside you, connect with you, and I look forward to working with you as you join us on the other side. Look forward to getting to know you better, and we'll see you at the top. Thanks for being on here tonight, and have a great evening, everybody.